What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the fourth part of the Arcanistic Warstaff series. I know last episode I was promising a troll fight. It didn't quite happen because I did not remember how many detours I made in that episode. But we got to see the cool caves, and now that we're back in Manshire, we're ready for it. We're just there in reputation because we did a contract. But here, you can see me talking to this guy. In patch 0.9.3, we have this brand new quest available to us in the winery. I assume it's gonna have more of different endings in the future. I'll let that story explain itself as we talk to the people. If you're reading along with him, I didn't show the first part, I don't think, but he was asking us to go fetch a stolen wine from one of his employees because he ran away with it. And basically, it's like detective shit right here. Now we gotta go around, talk to the workers. I'm just doing a little casual stealing at his vineyard before I talk to them. Yeah. And of course they're all sleeping, so what do? We break into their places. Now what we're looking for the NPCs. I heard that you can talk to like the runaway employees like fucking affair. I don't know exactly what's going on with them. She's like his work wife, I guess. Apparently she has a husband too, and she's trying to like let him off gently. I don't know. But we're gonna go find him. We're investigating with the NPCs. Little casual stealing, and we're gonna see what's up. This energy drink is good, man. Kiwi, strawberry flavor. I've never seen this brand before either. It's called Gorilla. Never seen it, but I'm trying it out. I always like trying out new energy drink brands. I'm like an energy drink connoisseur. Every time I see something new, I want to try it because I'm just a caffeine junkie, man. That's what it is. Caffeine's like my drug. I'm addicted to that shit. Anyways, this is the route I'm doing right here. I talked to this guy. He's a co-worker of this Helmar dude that ran away with a crate of stolen wine, and he gave me the tip that he is somewhere nearby on that camp annotated in the map to the west. I'm about to go check it out, find this Helmar dude, and figure out what to do next. I think this is my second time doing this new quest, and I've done the same route. I don't know if talking to the NPCs in a different order gives you a different outcome, but this is the outcome I've done twice now. First things first though, before I confront Helmar, I'm gonna deposit these stolen goodies from the vineyard. That's gonna get me some cash money later on. That wasn't too crazy of a fight. He has a few dangerous abilities like Seize Initiative. That's pretty good for like debuffing the enemy and making your own accuracy better, which he has. And he has Cut Through, that's also powerful. We took him down though. No big deal. Right here though, I treat his injuries with a bandage, and he pleases us to let him go. This is where the player can choose to diverge the ending, the outcome a little bit based on the options. You can let him go. Apparently, if you give him 100 crowns, he flees to Maine. And potentially in the future, when we get Maine, that could be its own like storyline. That would be cool to see. That's what a lot of the players are predicting right now. I'd like to see that once we're in Maine. I wonder if the other winery workers hate this guy. Like, was he a scumbag or something? Or was he respected? I don't know. I don't really read all the dialogues always. His coworkers probably hated him though. That's what I'm gonna bet. With that being said though, that's just another new side quest in this main patch that we got. Did that for the fun of it. In any case though, we've long since had Amity reputation since about 500 points ago. And it's about time. We gotta go to Manshire and talk to the governor. Get this troll boss quest rolling. Get that 4K crown stimulus check. Hell yeah. That right there, that's just a nasty habit for my speedrunning times. I haven't been speedrunning lately because this patch kinda ruined it for me, honestly. It nerfed so many of the things I did, and it's just a slower run. I'm just discouraged a little bit from doing it. But that's a habit. Skipping the dialogue really fast. It just spammed the shit out of spacebar and won. Because ain't nobody got time for that, man. One thing I like to do here, though, in Manshire, I like to look for this fur belt. It's so good for early game. -3 fumble chance. That's still a lot, even after nerfs. In 0.9.3, the devs, they butchered the shit out of a lot of fumble chance sources. This one is still decent, -3%. The tier 5 waistband, for example, I forgot what it's called, but the waistband, that one is now like 5 fumble chance instead of 6. Its accuracy was absolutely butchered too. I don't remember what the old stats were, but it's certainly a shadow of its former self. At least we have some cool new belts in this patch. I found them a couple times. The Royal Champion belt, that one is so nice. I like that one a lot. Oh man, I just had a god tier stretch. That felt so good. Before I got to work on this video today, I had taken a nice afternoon nap. You know, the kind when it's really hot and you're tired and you fall asleep and you wake up and it's dark outside and then you have sweat on your chest. You're low-key kind of sweaty and hot, but you slept so good after that, bruh. That's the best kind of nap. On God. Later on, I came back after I crossed into the next tile. I thought maybe I could try to finesse this crawler burrow. If you didn't know, in this patch, crawler burrows are fucking cracked. They're cracked, man. They have like tier 4 gear sometimes. The last time when I was playing Arna in this patch and I came into crawler burrows, it was crazy. She gets like 1,000 plus experience from them, and the god tier loot. It was nuts. They're definitely gonna patch that. Look out for that. Stupid dogs. It's dog country out here. I'm sounding like the Gramps from Courage the Cowardly Dog. How do they say it? Stupid dog. I haven't seen that show in forever. Classic. Anyways, if it wasn't apparent to you yet, I am going to the troll card track. I talked to the governor. I swear I'm going there. It's just there's all this detours in between. There was a crawler burrow, the dogs, a whole bunch of brigands that I'm not even showing because that's way too much fighting, man. Well, here we are. Ancient troll fight. This is a fight I've done countless times, hundreds of times because of my speedrunning. I'm very, very familiar with this boss fight at this point. Before we get into it though, I do have to be transparent about one thing though. I actually got here before this part I'm showing, but when I got here, I realized my staff was broken, right? So then I went back to Manshire. I got my axe fixed, rather my staff, I mean. But right now it's kind of bugged. I've seen bug reports in the Discord. Apparently if you leave the area currently in this patch, and when you come back, he's like already aggroed at you. If you didn't notice, it was kind of weird how my movements were like as if I was in combat. And I think it had to do with like the troll being activated for some reason. It's kind of weird. I don't know how this bug happens exactly. I just know that it's there, and I'm explaining that to you guys so you understand why it's like this. Normally, he does not throw a boulder at you the moment he sights you. It's different. It skips the whole cutscene also even. So that's that. Get bonked, bitch. Kind of funny how I'm just slapping him around with this stick. This fight, I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty uninteractive. At least for me, it's actually kind of boring, honestly. So many times that I did it, and it just follow the pattern, repeat and repeat over and over until he dies. Yeah, the Manticore fight, that one's a lot more interesting for me. Or a lot of RNG in that fight. In this one, straight predictability. once you get to know his patterns exactly. One good thing that Staves has going for it for the troll fight, he has a charge attack, right? The character. So anytime that the troll starts regenerating, you can immediately charge and cancel it. And you're able to match his cooldown with this attack, so that's nice. Anytime he starts regenerating, you can stop it, as long as you position your character correctly for it. But I think the way it works, you can only do it like every other cycle, actually. And that has to do with the troll's cooldowns. Because sometimes when he regenerates, he has his shockwave ability on cooldown. And that means if you charge at him during this time period, he can claw swipe you. And that's what you don't want to happen. I think right here is an example like that. I have to skip a turn, I walk up, and then I charge him. And that's how the cookie crumbles there. Damn, bruh. This fight takes forever. I need to check how many minutes are left on this shit. I'm only doing this contract now because it's already available, and I know I can do it, but man, is it a slog. It kind of sucks on this build because as good as staves are on the troll, I can't really use my magic on it. If you didn't know, you can't use Arcanistics magics on the ancient troll. The tier 1s and tier 2 abilities, except for Schism, that one does damage to it, but the teleporting stuff, like Wormhole, which is all I have right now, that doesn't do shit to the troll. And then casting Seal of Power in between, it's like awkward, just adding a couple damage points. I mean, I could, especially with the triple hit, it would add damage, so maybe I could have done that to kill it faster. Anyways, it's slow, honest work. It will go down in due time, don't worry, don't worry. And I got this big ass axe in my inventory for skinning it at the end. I'm not getting the pelt, that's for sure, but I'll get the horns. Easy cash money, little extra stimulus. It's what, 400 crowns extra on top of the 4,000? Take that shit. 10 hours later. Dude, the sun is already setting and I'm still here fighting this man. I'm dead ass about to just skip to the end of the troll fight and just get this shit over with. I don't know. I'm gonna see if there's anything interesting that happens in between. Nice. And I got the level up just barely with that experience from the troll. Like about 1,000 points worth. I wonder what level up I take next. Let's see. So it looks like I took another point into perception. I reached that next threshold of 20 points, giving me another plus 5% to crit chance and miracle chance on top of the other bonuses. And also level up Schism. That helps me with maintaining my Seal of Power stacks. It's also pretty useful in melee. Sometimes you can make like the enemies collide into each other if you position it just right, and it also keeps things off of you while maintaining your Seal of Power stacks. Very nice combination. Oh, and that helmet is not worth it. Trust me guys, it's hardly better than some of the tier 2 helmets. Yeah, I think this was the first time I used Schism since the update dropped. I think I figured out later on how to use it. Figured out how to make the enemies collide into each other more, and initially I'm just using it as a get off me spell. It's very good at doing that.
Yeah, boy.
Bro, I always hear a lot of haters hating on the jousting cloak because it can't be enchanted, but I always thought it was really good. And even now it's better than before. They added like pain resistance, because I'm pretty sure that wasn't there before. So it's even better than it used to be. Before it's a solid 10% damage reduction overall to all damage types. You cannot hate on that, my guy. I think that's so good. I always put this on, even before it getting buffed. Now, what to do with all my money. Usually at this point in my run, if you haven't noticed yet, I don't have any followers yet. And whenever I get this paycheck from the governor, that's when I go and unlock everybody. So that's going to be the next part we got to do. I usually go in order all at the same time. First I pick up the ranger before I leave this area. And then I go to Bryn to pick up the craftsman. And lastly, the quartermaster. That's the order. I am going to have to call it quits here though, guys. The other footage, the other half, I'm almost halfway done by the way. I do finish the second half of the game pretty fast, relatively speaking, but anyways, I'm calling it here. The other footage is like being re-rendered, so that hopefully I don't have rendering issues like I had before in the last video with desyncs of audio and all that. Hope you guys enjoyed watching. This is the current state of my character. Level 11, got the magics going, we got the staves going. Really good stuff. I'll see you guys tomorrow in the next episode. Peace.